Right, hello everybody, welcome along to this taste test video of my latest beer that I brewed a few weeks back. It's been on tap 2 weeks, something like that, 2.5 weeks. And this is the beer in question. And what a lovely, lovely thing it is as well. So what was it? It was a beer that I did using up bits and bats I had. I wanted to get rid of some hops, I wanted to get rid of some grains that I'd had for quite a while, and grains I used were Red X malt. Excuse me, Red X. It's a malt I've never used before, and from what I understand it's a malt you can use as a 100% of your grain bill, nothing else, which is exactly what I did with this. And then I just used whatever hops I thought. I wanted something quite hoppy, and if you just bear with me a second, I'll get a sachet of the yeast that I used to show you, because I've got them all in the fridge. So it was a, no, not one of them. I have quite a few yeasts now. I tried to keep a few. It was a clipper yeast, and I'll explain about that in a minute. Got quite a few yeasts there. So I've still got, in my little yeast bank, I've got 4 clippers, I've got 4 US 5, well 5 Cross My Loaf Brew 5 US Ale yeast, which is a US 05 in it, and I've still got this Saf Ale K97, which is a wheat beer yeast. I'm going to do another wheat beer. That wheat beer must kick in next 2 or 3 pints. It's got to. So they're the few yeasts that I've got at the minute. So what have I got there? 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 9 yeasts there. So I'm going to have to see what I can come up with for them. Just brewed yesterday and put that, because I cubed it, I've put it in a fermenter today, and that was the kit. I think I showed you last time, the Dark Rock Brewing, is it Marlborough Mist Pale? That's on now, and I think that had a Lalamand IPA yeast with it, I think. But anyway, back to beer. So, Red X malt. It's a malt you can use as 100% of your grain bill, and I'd got 7 kilo, so I used 6 kilo. In fact, I'll go through the recipe first of all. I used 6 kilo of the 7 because I want to drop a kilo in a different brew just to aid with a bit of colouring and what have you. So we're calling this the Arcadian Red, for no other reason than ship we went on when we went on this cruise were called Arcadian, so Arcadian Red. So it was Red X malt, 6 kilo, had a bit of lactose, 150 grams, so I threw that in at 15 minutes to go. I did a 1 hour mash at 65 degrees, and I did a 1 hour boil. And the hops I used 18 grams of Galaxy at the start of the boil. 15 minutes to go, I used 15 grams of Galaxy and 15 grams of Citra. 5 minutes to go, I used another 15 grams of Galaxy, another 15 grams of Citra, and 20 grams of Talus, purely because I'd got 20 grams left from when I did my Mergy. The yeast I used was a Clipper, which I was trying to get something hoppy, and Clipper, it's a New England ale yeast, suitable for a hoppy beer requiring a tropical aroma. So that's what I used. And I did a dry hop, and my dry hop was 20 grams of Galaxy, 30 grams of Citra, which I think used up what were left in that particular pack, and 20 grams of Centennial, purely because I just that left. Fermented out. My OG were 1057, and for whatever reason it stopped at 1016, and it probably got a bit more to go, but it were 3-4 days at 1016. So I took it off yeast, left it another day, and packaged it. So I ended up with 5.38, or near enough 5.4%, which is fine. So I was heading, or trying to get something really hoppy with a good redness to it, which you're supposed to get with this Red X malt, so I understand. And I wanted a good strong bitterness on it, and I've definitely got the bitterness. So we'll just show you for colour. Now, that has definitely got reds in it, and I hope this is, let me turn it away from, am I blocking? It's definitely got reds in it as that, and it is really, really clear. And with the appearance, it's not holding its head as much as I'd like, but one quick swirl and you get that back straight away. And I'm fairly happy with it. To say it were just something I've made up, you know, using odds and sods up, oh, I have got it as a recipe sort of thing now. So on the nose, it is tropical and it is quite fruity. I know it might sound daft, but you can actually sort of like smell the bitterness, if that makes sense. Definitely smells what you'd want from a hoppy beer. All the notes that you try to get, that tropical fruit, pineapple, grapefruit, even grapefruit, like the pith sort of thing. It's I don't know, there's even a little bit of orange, but it smells lovely. Anyway, cheers everybody. That is lovely. And like I've just been saying, that head, quick swirl, and it will follow your drink down, all that. Now on taste, it is very, there's a bitterness right from start, like a really good IPA should have a bit of bite to it. That definitely has. And it's a lingering bitterness, but a nice bitterness. It's not like an overpowering bitterness that makes you turn your face inside out sort of thing. and them hops are coming after bitterness, and it's quite smooth. I think that lactose I've dropped in has helped with a little bit of mouthfeel, and I'm really happy with that. For something that's been made up, yeah, you couldn't really ask for more. It's given me a colour that I hoped it would have, because I don't know about you, but for all you that's got a bar, I don't want every drink that you pour to look the same sort of thing. I want variation in colour. I want dark beers. I want really pale straw beers, reds, browns. You know, I want an array. There's nothing better, I've found, that if you've got like have a couple over there, you can do a flight and you've got a different colour in every one. I think that looks spot on. So this is the Arcadian Red, and it's really enjoyable. And I've only had 4 or 5. It was pretty clear when it went into keg, but that couple of weeks sat, and I've had my fridge turned up a little bit so it were a bit colder. It's dropped it clear a bit more. So yeah, the Arcadian Red. If you like a good strong bitterness, a good strong bitterness in hoppy beers, I think that'd be up your street. And the one I've just brewed yesterday, I think I'm doing that as a grain to glass. That's from what I've seen online and what were in the kit, which I show you in the, I filmed what's in it and that. That's going to be another really hoppy beer. So I need to get last of this week beer done, and then when that's finished, the Dark Rock one, that can go on there. I've got this on that tap, and then I'm going to brew, hopefully next week or so, I want to brew a simple beer. Might even do a smash beer, see what hops I've got. Something for the hand pull. So then I'll have 3 taps, all pretty full. I need to get some more kegs, and then I can bring, I have 5 taps and 4 kegs. So I think at some point I'm going to invest in some more kegs, and then I can do something a bit similar to what Dylan Jones did, and have a space over there. I'm thinking of making a little bit of a conditioning unit sort of thing, and then as a keg kicks I can pull one out and stick it on. But they're future plans. But I think for now, Arcadian Red. Success. Cheers.